All right, y'all. This is our third and final card for today. It's using the honeybee set, and this is the stamp set right here. It also comes with a set of dies called the Detailed Bee dies. Let me show you what those look like real quick. It's all these really cute little shapes. You've got two different bees, two different flowers, the hive, and a really detailed bee that doesn't have a stamp that goes with it. I'm going to set out the things that we're going to use real quick. It'll be the hive and the honeycomb, this flower, and both of these hollow sort of bees. You're going to want to stamp your bees first, and we're using Memento ink. You're going to have a full half sheet of cardstock to work with. Okay, we're going to stamp the large bee using Memento, and you can stamp them really any way you want on your paper. It doesn't really matter, so long as you've got enough room to get the dies around them. Bee and the flower. Of course, you have to stamp 4 of each, so make sure you give yourself some room to get all the pieces on your sheet. And then the last one that'll go on here will be this. So when you're setting this up on the magnetic platform for your big shot, you'll want to put that on there, and the flower, goes about like that, and the big bee, and you can see too that these are you know, a nice textured stamp. And then this last one, you want to make sure that you get all the way up at the top. It sort of seems a little upside down, but this is so you can get his antennas cut out for this little bee. All right, seems upside down, but it works out great. So you'll cover that, run all that through the big shot. You'll do that 4 times, and when everything comes out, all the little pieces, they look really good when they're completely cut out. And then the other piece that you have to do is the hive, and you've got pattern paper in your pack. One of you, Judy, I believe it's you, have your stripes in a different direction. Just turn your die the other way, and you'll cut, again, 4 of these out. I would place them pretty closely together, but you have the right amount of cardstock to get 4 hives out with the horizontal direction of the lines. All right, so once all that gets run through the big shot, everything gets cut out, then you're ready to move on to the coloring step. You're going to need to color in the flowers, like so, and the little bee, and then the big bee. And I'm using the dark Daffodil Delight, and I used the bullet end. Usually we use the brush end, but I liked the bullet end on this, and it gave such nice dark color. So get all that colored in. And then on the greeting here, you have a long strip in your packet. This you're going to want to stamp with the words, and I would let them dry for a minute and then come back and stamp the yellow over them. This way the yellow doesn't pick up any of the black and get transferred onto the yellow ink pad. So if you were to let that sit for a minute, we're going to be using 2 stamps from the Artisan Texture, and we're going to use this one, which is the one that's going to go on to the tag, and then we're going to use this, which is going to be part of our background here. All right, that should be long enough. We'll come back, stamp with the yellow, Daffodil Delight, Delightful Daffodil, just like that. Just get a little splash of color on there. And then it's a long piece, you're just going to cut that off. There's more than enough on this strip to make, you know, maybe 5 or 6 even. And then cut your V in there. Like so. All right. And let me show you this. This is the honeycomb when it's cut out, and the hive. So there are all of our pieces. So we're ready to assemble our card. So working with the beehive and the honeycomb first, put a little bit of adhesive snail on the back of here. So I figure out where I put my snail. There it is. Right there. And then attach this behind there like so. And then this is going to go straight onto the card. I put it up, I guess, about 3/4 of an inch to an inch, a little bit off the side there. Check to make sure that it looks straight. Smooth that down. Next I did the flower. And that just sort of hugs around the side like that. And then you can do the Celebrate Every Moment next. It goes right about there. And then the bees are going to be lifted. I put 2 on the little one and 3 on the big one of the mini dimensionals. But first, I think we're going to want to stamp this background into Daffodil Delight. All right, so 1 off the edge, 1 right there, and 1 over here. And then we're going to peel the backs off of here. Stick that guy down. And peel those off and put this one in. Like that. All right, so that's that 3rd card. Okay, I did also make some samples, other samples, to show you some other neat things that you can do with this. This striped pattern paper came from a set that is actually free with a $50 purchase. It's the Golden Honey Specialty Designer Series paper, which you would find in the Celebration catalog. And there are some beautiful patterns in there, all with the gold. And so this next card I made was made with that gold pattern paper. And it's a sort of a fun fold, wishing you sunshine and happiness. I thought that turned out really cute. And we don't currently have a gold marker. That's just a little gold Sharpie I used in there, but I thought it turned out really nice. And then the last one I did with a lot of bright colors, Thinking of You, Sweet Friend. And I really like how the honeycomb over that hive looks. It's just really, really a nice, bright, fun card. So I'll have these samples again in the box for you to look at. And here I used just a few more of those holiday colored rhinestones that I had left over. All right, so that's the third card. I hope you guys have fun making these today, and I'll see you when I get there later on. Thanks. Have a great day, y'all.